Hi, before we move in to our proper discussion, what do you think are these ICT tools used for? Yes, you're right. These tools are used for teaching and learning. Hi, I am Rigel Aligado and this video is a continuation to the report of Mr. J. Latao. First, let's discuss technology integration in the curriculum. We all know that technology offers multiple opportunities to improve teaching and learning the total education system. The internet, for example, it provides vast information that people may need to know. The internet is more than just a collection of knowledge. It also offers different ways and opportunities for discovering and sharing information. Nowadays, everything is almost possible with a single click of the computer mouse and by using any search engine. Technology integration is breaking the geographical barriers in education. It is creating a new space for meaningful learning. With technology, it is now possible to connect and interact with other schools, educators, and other institutions from different parts of the world. There are several innovations from basic education to graduate education that are associated or influenced by technology integration. Some of these innovations are distance education, computer-assisted instruction, online learning, teleconferencing, online libraries, webinars, online journals, and e-books. Moving forward, we all know that ICT literacy is now fast becoming an important form of literacy that is essential for each learner to learn and master. It also requires all teachers to be ICT literate to be able to utilize technology to enhance or improve the way they teach. It is also important for teachers to teach students how to use technology responsibly, especially with the current popularity of social networking and other technological innovations. Next, let's discuss outcomes-based education. What do you think outcomes-based education is? It is one of the dominant curriculum innovations in higher education today. It came out as a curricular requirement for specific fields of study in engineering, nursing, and tourism education, among others. Asian Education Framework for Higher Education requires all colleges, universities, and institutes to transform all their educational programs to outcome-based education or OBE. OBE is defined as a curriculum design that ensures coherent, logical, and systematic alignment between and among the different levels of outcomes. As a curriculum design, it seeks to ensure that the necessary instructional support system, learning environment, and administrative support system are in place based on the desired outcomes developed by HEI. It supports the quality assurance system. Basically, an educational outcome is a culminating demonstration of learning according to Spady 1993. It includes what the students should be able to do at the end of a course. Outcomes are clear learning results that we want students to demonstrate at the end of significant learning experiences and or actions and performances that embody and reflect learner competence in using content. This shows the different levels of outcomes in OBE. At the institutional level, this includes the philosophy, vision, mission, and aims of the institution. They are statements of what a higher education institute hopes to contribute to the society. At this program level, these are the goals, program competences, and course outcomes that all students should master and internalize. At the instructional level, Outcomes includes the learning objectives for every course in higher education. At any level, outcomes should be mission-driven, evidence-based, and learning-focused. OBE as a curriculum design enables higher education institutions, or HEI, to develop various curricula based on the needs of students and the demands of society. It encourages educational institutions to clearly focus and organize the learning environment that supports the development of students and the implementation of the curriculum. This means starting with a clear picture of what is important for students to be able to do. Then, organizing the curriculum, instruction, and assessment to make sure this learning ultimately happens. OBE is an approach to planning, delivering, and evaluating instruction that requires administrators, teachers, and students to focus their attention and efforts on the desired results of education. Hence, it is a process that involves the restructuring of curriculum, assessment, and reporting practices in education to reflect the achievement of high-order learning and mastery rather than accumulation of course credit. It is important that when designing a curriculum for OBE, the competences and standards should be clearly articulated. Now moving forward, according to Spady in 1994, he identified 4 essential principles of OBE. These are: number 1, clarity of focus. This means that everything teachers do must be clearly focused on what they want learners to ultimately be able to do successfully. Second, designing back. This means that the starting point for all curriculum design must be a clear definition of the significant learning that students are to achieve by the end of their formal education. Third, high expectations for all students. And lastly, expanded opportunities for all learners. According to Spady in 1994, there are 2 common approaches to an OBE curriculum. These are traditional or transitional approach. It emphasizes student mastery of traditional subject-related academic outcomes and cross-discipline outcomes such as the ability to solve problems or to work cooperatively. Next is transformational approach. This emphasizes long-term cross-curricular outcomes that are related directly to students' future life roles, such as being a productive worker or a responsible citizen or a parent. Now moving forward, designing curriculum based on OBE principles is a noble process of making curriculum relevant and responsive to the students' needs and requires paradigm shift in teaching and learning. According to Malan in 2000, he identified several features of outcomes-based learning. These are: it is needs-driven. Curricula are designed in terms of the knowledge, skills, and attitudes expected from graduates and aim to equip students for lifelong learning. Next, it is outcomes-driven. The model has a line that runs from taking cognizance of training needs to setting an aim for the program, goals for syllabus themes, learning outcomes, and finally, assessing the learning outcomes in terms of the set learning objectives. Another one, it has a design-down approach. Linked to the needs and the purpose of the program, learning content is only selected after the desired outcomes have been specified. Content becomes a vehicle to achieve the desired learning outcomes, which are aimed at calculating a basis for lifelong learning. It also specifies outcomes and levels of outcomes. Learning objectives are described In terms of Benjamin Bloom's cognitive, affective, and psychomotor domains, and set according to Robert Major's guidelines for formulating objectives. Another one, the focus shifts from teaching to learning. The model has a student-centered learning approach where lecturers act as facilitators. Study guides help the learners to organize their learning activities and group work. Continuous assessment and self-assessment are major features. Lastly, the framework is holistically in its outcomes focus. Although the learning objectives are aimed at learning at grassroots level, they are linked to goals and aims at higher levels. Attaining learning objective is, therefore, not an end in itself. It provides building blocks for achieving higher level outcomes. That's it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something in this video.